December 11th was the second day of concentration and retention game activity. Now, the previous day, one team won and they are leading in the best of five series. And some of the students were a little bit worried about their teammates coming late because coming late and being absent for the game will fetch them minus. So that's why they were a little concerned. But as time progressed, we were having a discussion about the game. It is not only the game, it is also about the discussion and the communication practice based on the game. And then all set for the second round of the game, and then the minuses were cancelled and people were happy about it. And we were about to start, and with new rules and with the kind of new forms of strategies we started.
That's two runs. Two runs. Fifth ball. Oh, beautiful. One run. Two runs. Beautiful. Sir. Vedavishan versus Dakshin Siddharth. Opposite.
So the game started, and people were very much into the game, and each and every single person had to bowl 6 balls per player. It's a 7 hours match, and it was a kind of a replacement for the ground cricket. And I did not want them to get disappointed in this kind of a virtual cricket. Footwork, playing shots, and getting adapted to the climate, everything was an ingredient, an integral part of the game. So I wanted to break this cliche thinking that girls cannot play cricket, and here you could see the girls are also striking the ball pretty well, and equally balanced for both the teams. There were girls, and this entire concentration and retention activity focused on 3 major things. Number 1, teamwork, and number 2, how they concentrate on the ball while they are hitting. The bat that they chose was a very particular factor, because we had number of bats brought by the students themselves, and some of the bats were really cancelled. They were withdrawn from the usage, because some bats were foul bats and some were original bats, and some were with some sort of fault into it. So we made a term that only certain types of bats were supposed to be used. And they did really well. So the opposite team member bowls, and the batting team bats, and they will have to score. Reaching up a certain point of the altitude, they will get 2 runs. And if it is hitting the rooftop and all that, the rule remains the same. They are out. So each and every single person was ensured that he or she had a proper chance to bat, and there were breaks in between. If a person you see, these people are playing without warm-up in this indoor cricket, and their wrists, their elbows getting sore, and their shoulders getting little sore. So I wanted to give the break, and during the break, the next batsman can come and bat while the bowling goes on. It keeps on going. So front foot shot, back foot shot, and hitting on the leg side, hitting on the offside, everything was included here. But later on, as time progressed, they were able to capitalize on the time, capitalize on the opportunity that was given, choosing the bats, and the Fair Play Award, and giving bonuses here and there for the best performances were also included in the game. And some penalties were also issued. There were a couple of rules that people should not be talking in Tamil while they are having a team talk. And not to take away the importance of the mother tongue language, but this game is also coupled up with communication development as a main factor. So they were not supposed to speak in Tamil during the team talk and during the normal conversation that they had. A couple of members were receiving the penalties as well because of speaking in Tamil. And here and there were a bit of confusions, the rules collapses, and the questions raised by the opposite team, the pranks by the opposite team, and leg pulling, and kind of a little bit of tantrums and teasing and making fun of the other person, not in a hurting way. All that is merged with the nature of the activity, and cheering themselves and appreciating the opposite team, and giving proper levels of appreciation for their own team members. Everything was a package. So as time progressed, people's parents started coming, but the game got into the crucial position only when the parents started coming. And it was at the fag end of the day. By the time the chasing team was batting, so we did not have proper time to complete the program. But then some of the members were finding it so easy to bat. Some people were finding it tough to bat. So all got pretty used when they were frequent in their practices. There was one team that was holding the upper hand right from the very beginning of the match.